Come here. That one there. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, brilliant. No, thank you. Well, yes, please. The framing is abysmal. You stay there.
Sorry, yeah. What a rush.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, right.
How do we do this every time?
Hang on, let us just collect ourselves 1 minute. We've just... Blimmin' hell. Right. Where's YouTube? Oh, man. Oh, I am sticky. You look sticky.
Yeah. I'm incredibly sticky. Somebody's already said this is Kirk von der Height. Says turn down the glare on his legs. Brilliant. Oh,
man. Right.
Jim O'More says, what's the point of a 10-minute countdown if you only leave the pub at the last second? If only.
Let me just smash down this Belvedere and then I'll be on it.
Oh, you know what? Thanks for that. I thought I left my water downstairs. It's 31 degrees up here, and I know what's going to happen. Some of you are going to say, oh, I live in a country where it's 38 degrees, it's 31 so hot. It's bloody hot up here.
This is disgusting.
This is appalling.
I can smell myself.
I can smell you from here.
And that's saying something, because this workshop stinks of cedar at the moment.
I don't think I've got a very good sense of smell, to be perfectly honest. No.
I think the smell of my pits is masking it.
Oh, that's probably it. Oh, how are we doing? Got 160 people currently watching us, which is fantastic for such an early start. And considering we've got all this kit in front of us, we've currently only got one camera plugged in so far. But hopefully you might notice a slight audio difference. We've now got this, which is an Aston Spirit plugged directly into the camera, so there should be no delay like we had last time.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, got that plugged in. And it might be a little bit better for tapping on the bench because it's on a shock mount, but we shall see.
I mean, we'll know when, because I just ate that Belvedere, unwrapped it right next to the microphone, so, yeah. Oh, man. Right, so, we're doing a Q&A today, apparently.
Yes.
We discussed it last week, thought it'd be a good entry back into the live streams after our successful test last week. So yeah, Q&A. If you've got any questions, woodworking related, anything related to be honest that you want to ask either of us, feel free to chuck it in the comments next to the video. We will still be testing a few things alongside this. We did quite a lot of it last week, but there might be the odd glitch here and there. Yeah,
we literally just bought the software 15 minutes before going live, so now there's no logo, and Yeah, that's all good. That worked. We could be streaming to Facebook currently, but I didn't have enough time to enter your account name and password. And I do have to say, epoxy this, epoxy that. Thank you very much for your super chat of £2.
What? Oh, sick!
That was before the podcast before the live stream even started.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, legend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, so yeah, we have been filming the third part of the picnic bench series today. I called up the sawmill in the morning because we intended to go get the material, and it turned out that they were fully booked because obviously social distancing and all that. It turned out they were fully booked until 2 o'clock. So we basically sat around from... What are you doing? Oh yeah, saucy. Yeah. We basically sat around from like 9 until 2 twiddling our thumbs. Rob started editing a video. I was finishing off a little project down there. And between 2 o'clock... Well, in fact, we probably got back at about 3 o'clock, really, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Got back about 3 o'clock. Between 3 o'clock and now, we have both been smashing it out trying to get this material. Well, at least I've been preparing material. Rob's been editing non-stop in this 31-degree heat. I think we've done pretty well today.
We have.
It was a slow start, but we definitely made up ground.
Yeah. And it all works. Like everything that we've done so far today hasn't had a major issue, major error. I've heard you say some part of a piece of wood that you were meant to be chopping around and you've made a mistake.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I was meant to cut the pith, which is the centre out of the tree, out of a certain piece of wood, but I sliced off the wrong face and then kept the pith in the piece that I didn't want to keep it in. But Yeah, it's like lapsing concentration.
Oh, apparently it's a little bit dark now. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Oh. Epoxy this, epoxy that just sent another £3.
No way.
Matt, you're an absolute legend.
You still need to send me the money for the old drink that Tim Scott sent me.
Oh, yeah. No. Remember that one we got after Blazing Trees last year? There you go. Yeah, wow. That was it. Yeah. You actually owed me ever since. Right. Anyway.
Brilliant.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway.
So shall we jump into that?
Let's jump into things.
Yes.
Do some questionroonies.
So let's do a quick scroll back and see what we've got here. So William Peng says, and by the way, I'm going to pop this onto the live stream so you're all going to be able to see the question. First time I do it though, this might actually come in massive. So, how come your bench is made for a right-handed person when you are left-handed?
I like to tell everyone that I'm left-handed, but I'm actually ambidextrous. Everything. Don't take this the wrong way, but everything that's pencil-shaped, I am left-handed with. Everything else, I'm technically right-handed with. So, pencils. If I was to hold chisels, what else? Put sausages into a sausage roll, that would be left-handed. If it was scissors, planes, saws, anything else that isn't like precise work, I guess.
Tennis?
I am tennis, right-handed.
Golf?
Right-handed.
Cricket?
Cricket, right-handed.
Dodgeball?
Dodgeball, right-handed throw.
You're weird.
I know, yeah, bit of both. So it was a big old decision when I was making the bench, but I primarily based it around planing and sawing, which is basically the only two operations you use on that voice. But yeah, that's why it's right-handed, and I am left-handed, in quotation marks.
Yes, fair enough. Right, Danny Terode has sent a super chat of £10.
What?
Yeah, he says, love your videos, keep up the good work, hope one day I can do half the stuff you can.
Wow, this is awesome.
Look at that, that's fantastic.
By the way, with the super chats, we're thinking of ideas of like how to utilise them. So you pay something and we do something.
May I just say, I've got some plans.
Okay, that's always good.
I just couldn't get the stuff for this week.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I haven't thought that much into it, to be honest. I was watching a skateboarding channel the other day, and they were doing a live stream, and they had super chat going, and every time someone donated like £10 or something, they could request a trick for this skateboarder to try and do down a set of stairs.
Yeah.
It got brutal.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, some of the things they were requesting. It was really good. But that's the sort of thing we want to introduce into this.
Tim Scott 2000 super chat, £9.99.
What?
Beer fund. Yeah, see, Matt hasn't given me money for the last one. Question, your picnic table, will you be making a shade for it so you can enjoy it in the sun or light rain?
Oh,
we could do. Yeah,
just drill a fat off hole down the centre, bit of umbrella up there.
That would be nice and
Awesome.
easy. BG Thompson says, I'm planning a bertha of my own. Have the recycled 1940s blue gum house joists.
Wow.
How much is bertha's plans?
They are on half price at the moment because it's been 3 years since she was built. So they're going for, £7.50 excluding VAT at the moment, I believe. Yeah, something like that. But they're on half price at the moment, and it's you get working drawings, construction notes, cutting list, and 3D SketchUp model as well. So yeah, pretty
Brilliant.
good package for £7.50.
Hello Matt, love your videos. In the kickoff of a garden bench you did some drawing in SketchUp. I've been fiddling with SketchUp myself. Is there a chance you're doing a tutorial anytime soon? Yeah,
I mean, I've been saying that I'll be doing a SketchUp tutorial for a long time. I just haven't ever got round to it. It is in the final section of the free online school, there is a section on designing your own piece. I haven't filled it out yet, so don't go there expecting to find anything, but in that section, I do intend to put SketchUp tutorials, CAD tutorials, technical drawing by hand tutorials, all that sort of thing, so you guys can learn from it. But there's so many tutorials out there already. Don't feel that you need to learn from me to successfully learn SketchUp. To be honest, I think you've used it before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's brilliant.
I reckon put 2 or 3 hours worth of work into it and you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Literally find an object in your house, potentially something or hopefully something a little bit square and boxy, and see if you can replicate it.
Yeah.
Just start with that.
Yeah, as a hobby when I was a kid, I used to design skate parks on there. I used to try and redraw my house, literally measure every room, every corridor.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a sad kid. So I have had a lot of practice in it, but for things like basic boxes and cabinets and just square carcasses, it's pretty easy to get to grips with, and it's free as well. So if you use the browser version of it, type into Google SketchUp for web and you'll find it.
Simon Nierkowski, apologies about the surname, have the Bertha plans been corrected yet?
What?
There are some errors.
What are the errors?
I don't know. Simon, let us know what the errors are.
There was some very early days.
Oh, right, so you might have fixed them up.
Oh, I'll tell you what it was. There was, for some reason, I didn't have the sliding dead man in there. So,
Right.
yeah, that is added now, as far as I'm aware.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Will you be making a video of how you make your marking knife, says Hardy Pack.
Yes, we've got a batch planned for sometime in August, due to be released in September, and that is when I won't be teaching at Rykerwood or anything. I'll literally have 5 days in the workshop and smash out a huge batch of them, and of course we'll be filming it. I'd like to see if we can do like a live stream version of one as well, because like there'll definitely be, I'd imagine it'll be a series of making the entire batch, but then I'd like to do a live stream of making one from start to finish.
Yeah.
I reckon I could do it in about an hour and a half.
I reckon we could do
Something
that.
like that.
But we've got to prepare beforehand to get everything set up in time, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be a big live stream actually. But yeah, definitely going to do that. Definitely.
Ian Huddart says, which football team and or rugby, if you prefer, do you support?
Don't
Both
follow
you.
it.
So, afraid I don't either.
Don't follow it. England.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I always feel like I should. Like, especially rugby. I used to play it in secondary school, but I just...
It would be nice to have something to sort of like cheer for.
Yeah, cheer for and also go to a pub and be able to start small talk for.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
my
no,
default option, as every other British person, is the weather, which there's a lot to talk about at the moment.
there is.
But I would love to be able to talk about football, rugby,
Yeah.
cricket, I don't know. But
Yeah. I tend to go for the underdog, though. If I'm watching a football match, I just look at whoever's normally the worst team and hope that they beat the better team.
see, I don't even know who's the worst team.
We'll just name a team.
Everton.
I've got no idea where they are, actually. No idea.
No, my brother's massively into it. But I just never really picked it up. Like I say, I used to play rugby, but
Nah.
just never got... I like watching games. I've gone and watched a few, like, I went and watched Reading when I was younger, Reading FC,
Wowie.
and also a few rugby games as well, but I like being in the stadium environment, but I don't like cheering at a TV.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Which woodworking book have you found to be most helpful in your early career, says Josh Harris.
Colin's Complete Woodworker's Manual, hands down. Hands down. If you go on my website, it's it's on the front page somewhere. Colin's Complete Woodworker's Manual, brilliant.
Nice. Easy.
It's like the Woodworker's Bible. It's like that thick.
Robert Hamill says, Matt, please answer this, please. How would you cool down a workshop with no windows, or would you use a fan? What would you do, Matt? What would you do to cool this down?
So we have recycled my heater, which we use in the cold winter months, and turned off the heat, and we just have that blowing up here. But it does sweet all. But what we found was turning on the air filter.
Minus the bags.
Yeah, oh yeah, so the air filter, we took the actual filter off, which probably isn't that great because now it's just circulating dust and blasting out the back. But
Yeah, but it's not like we're chucking dust into the air.
Yeah, well, I was just now with the jigsaw.
Oh. Well, moving on.
But yeah, that's like if you want a £250 way of doing it.
Life hack.
Buy an air filter.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't give you any advice, unfortunately. I've just put up with these conditions ever since I started. Yeah.
Literally, if it were me, I would get maybe 4 to 6 fans, like proper fans, and have them so that they create a circuit going around so the air gets hit into the next one. So you get this cycle of air that goes around rather than just stale air in one place being swashed into your face.
The trouble is, you always have with workshops, is it just kicks up so much dust.
Of course.
Like, it's bad enough sweeping at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But with fans going all the time, there's so much sitting dust around, like just on these tables. There'll be a little bit on there. Just a little bit of airflow keeps it up in the air. Even like walking on the ground will kick up stuff. So
they do it for obviously this gets a little bit fancy, but you get it in sound production studios where they'll have an aircon unit in a room somewhere. Then they'll send a pipe through a wall and have it at ground level. And the pipe itself has sort of dampeners, mostly for sound.
Yeah.
But as well, it's going to slow down the rate of air coming out, and it's just going to be this just air that sort of settles and stays in the space.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so that could be a concept if you're filthy rich and have enough space to put in an aircon.
We've got a pit.
There we go.
It's flooded.
We haven't looked recently.
It's definitely going to be flooded. There is no. How could it possibly evaporate from that? Well, not evaporate, but
very true.
Drain.
Did you ever name the garden shop's bench? Says Kirk.
No, I didn't. I had so many great suggestions, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was a lot of great suggestions, but no, I never actually gave it a final name, unfortunately. When we revisit it next year, we'll definitely give a grand reveal for it. Although I think I'd like to try and upgrade the bench between now and then, because that was disgusting this year using that thing. I think the one that comes to mind was Margaret.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
just
makes
this
sense.
Sort of like wobbly old lady called Margaret.
Yeah.
It's not quite Bertha, which is just this fat old lady that can't move out her armchair all day and just watches Homes Under the Hammer.
Just
that's what Bertha is.
Perpetual existence. That's what
exactly.
Bertha is.
Exactly. Yeah. Whereas Margaret's like, just goes to the shop, takes a fall every now and then.
50-50 chance of whether they're going to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep.
Matthew Miller says, question. When chiselling a mortise, how do you keep the long edge clean if the grain goes diagonally?
How do you keep the long edge clean if the grain goes diagonally? Oh, blimey. I'm trying to picture this. Long edge clean, I think I know what you mean. To be honest, I would probably just drill out the mortise and then chisel down the walls with a wide chisel. Instead of using a mortise chisel, just use a bevel edge chisel to go down instead. Hard to explain. Maybe I'll show that on the cabinet series on the when we're doing the frame and panel door.
I'll show you.
I'll show you alternative methods to mortise because there are quite a few.
Yeah,
quite a few.
Cool. So Jack Jewell says, and I believe you sort of briefly mentioned this in the last video, but it's quite a big project. But how do you create cutting sheets from SketchUp?
Cutting sheets from SketchUp. There is a fancy way of doing it. I can't remember what it's called, but you can like export the model and then put it into a cutting sheet. I've never looked that far, to be honest. I've just done it manually, and most of the time that is just pen on paper trying to figure things out. I haven't got any special. Yeah, I haven't got any special tricks for that, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't
crack
expect
on
that.
And do it. I don't trust it.
I'm so used to conversion program. All of me is just program.
Yeah.
And to think that you don't have one and you're having to go manually for that sort of stuff, especially when you're creating these massive drawings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, earlier I was literally sat here before we went to Tyler Hardwoods working out the exact cubic feet I needed to buy for the picnic bench.
Yeah.
I worked out the area needed in terms of millimetre square because I don't work in imperial.
Yeah.
Worked all that out, length, height, width, whatever, length, height, width, thickness. Multiply that all together, convert it to cubic feet, add on 40% for wastage. Boom.
And that gets you
6 cubic feet of cedar.
Woo. Right. Marino Gallo says, maybe a bit off topic, but have you seen the Shaper Origin handheld portable semi-CNC router?
Router?
No.
Router?
Router?
What
is it? Before you mock me, please let me know what it is.
Okay.
Because
so a router is a Wi-Fi thing. A router is a.
So is it always a router in this country if it's applicable to that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's mostly come from Americans, but.
Question though is, do you know of it?
No.
Okay, moving on.
Sorry. What was it called?
It was called a Shaper Origin handheld portable semi-CNC router.
No, I have heard of it. I've heard of it, but that's about it. I've maybe seen a video of it somewhere, but I never looked into it. I do remember seeing some sort of like portable CNC thing though. Shaper Origin.
Toomey Dees says, I have a miter saw.
Yep.
What should I get next?
Ooh.
What's going to be most versatile after a mitre saw?
Personally, I actually got a mitre saw first. I would either go to a bandsaw or a planer thicknesser. My gut instinct would be planer thicknesser because, I don't know, it just saves you a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably planer thicknesser.
Fair enough. Bertie's Workshop says, I'm 14, but I've started a workshop.
Nice.
I'm wondering, what should I make to sell?
Oh.
Difficult one, isn't it?
My channel's not very good for stuff like this.
Well, you just shot down that question pretty quick.
Well, no, just being honest. Like I've never really done craft stalls. I don't really sell a lot of furniture, if any. I just have a bit of fun in the workshop, teach people techniques that I know, and then that's it. To be honest, I would have a look at David Picciuto's channel, Make Something. I think it's Make Something. Yeah, you probably know of him anyway. But he's got a lot of really good projects on there. Most of them are based towards like table saws and power tools, essentially. But you can always redesign them to include more hand tool elements, less hand tool elements, whatever. But he's got a lot of good series and projects based around things that are ideal for craft markets. So I'd definitely have a look at that if I were you. There's things like beer totes, fruit planter holders and stuff like that. There's a lot there, which is really good.
Sorry, can I just... Sorry.
You all right?
Sorry. Yes, no, of course. Let me just have a quick scroll here, because I've been quite far back in the chat. Because I've literally just been going through message. So, Ben Stanton, thank you very much for the £2 super chat. James Taylor, thank you very much for the £4.99 super chat. Add to the beer fund. Great work, guys.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it as well.
Nick Miglior, apologies. $10. Thank you guys so much for the last 2 years I've been watching. I've recently started on the box project and I'm mentally preparing to cut out the pins today. No questions, just appreciation.
We appreciate you too, Nick.
Indeed. Forge Fellhand, super chat of £5. Thoughts on making a jig for a router to make it a domino? They're pricey. Also, could you make a dovetail box and turn it on the lathe into a bowl?
Wow, okay, that was a lot there. Thoughts on making a jig for a router to make it a domino?
Yes.
Sounds interesting, but one of the nice things about dominoes is using it horizontally. Using a router horizontally, I know you can do it.
Oh,
seems a bit
scary
though. Not like you're also fighting that plunge action. I guess there is a plunge action on a domino, maybe. It's not something I would ever think about doing.
No.
Because I've got a domino. But maybe.
But in any case, the dovetail box, turn it on the lathe, is it possible?
Could you make a dovetail box and turn it on the lathe into a bowl?
I love the idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could, if they were really, really thick sides.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. Whew. I've had my fair share of things exploding on the lathe. So.
I feel like that's quite the video to go for.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You can always make it a... you can always have a go at, like, obtuse dovetails.
Yeah. Well, you know what you should do? Because you said 1 week you want to see how fast you can make a dovetail box in a live stream.
Yeah.
Do it with the idea that the next week you're going to try to turn it into a bowl.
Damn.
You win some, you lose some. You're probably going to lose it.
Yeah. Interesting idea, though. I hadn't thought of that before. Really cool.
Yes, so let me just scroll up and see where I left off, because I do apologise if I miss any questions, but there's so many coming in. There are 244 of you watching.
Yeah, I've just seen that. Nice. That's awesome.
Sorry, do you have one there?
Yeah, I've just seen one from Neil Partridge saying, could you post tool recommendations, make and model for low, medium and high budgets would save a lot of procrastination and research for us hobbyists. On the free online woodworking school, for the dovetail box project and the cabinet project, which we're yet to complete, I know a lot of you have had questions about that. On the dovetail box project, there's a tool list for it, which includes a bunch of different tools to suit different budgets. That's probably what I would have a look at if you want a basic set of tools. It has like saws, planes, chisels, marking equipment. There might even be power tools on the cabinet one. I can't exactly remember. So have a look there. The tool lists on the free online school. That's mattesley.com/school. The other place is on my kit profile, which I'll just chuck in the chat now. Because I've got all the stuff that I use on there, as well as some beginner budget recommendation stuff as well. So have a scroll through there. That's everything that I have used and recommend.
Nice. Matt, have you ever considered leatherworking?
I have got everything I need for leatherworking, apart from it's on order.
Leather.
No, I've got leather.
Oh, you got leather.
I've got Kodiak leather.
No way.
Yeah, it is proper nice. It smells well good. It's in my bedroom at the moment. It smells a bit
Careful.
kinky in there at the moment.
I didn't see where you're going. I thought I was going to joke with the careful, but no, you went there anyway.
I just went there. But yeah, I've got Kodiak leather. The only thing I'm missing is those. They look like a fork, and you punch them in, and they stamp the thread holes.
Oh right.
I went all out on tools. I spent quite a lot of money.
Just haven't started yet.
No, I'm still waiting on this one. But yeah, still waiting on that. I plan on making a few wallets, a few easy gifts for friends for Christmas, birthday presents and stuff like that. Might even start selling them, don't know. I even thought about making a secret YouTube channel.
No way.
It. Yeah, nothing to do with my name. Maybe not even show my face, just
hands and leatherwork.
You know, just start from fresh.
Yeah,
like
just to see.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting thing to do.
Yeah, challenge you to find it. Might have already made it.
You don't have the time of the day.
Shut up.
Jacob also said, and Rob loved the piano tutorials and tips, so that's why he got in there.
I'm sorry, but you're not allowed to shout out your own stuff on here. This is me. Yeah.
No, is that because you can't play the piano anymore?
Shut up.
I'm going to get you performing on a live stream in August. The first live stream of August.
Oh, Christ.
You have to do a performance.
A performance?
A performance of 3 songs.
Okay.
Piano
performance or just a performance?
Piano.
Oh, okay. All right then.
So Ross Addison says, "Hi lads, hope you're well. Any chance you can do a veneering series?"
Yeah. Thought about it. I don't know. I know the basics of veneering, but I wouldn't say I'm.
Oh, I know what you said. Oh, now.
Yeah. I know the basics, but I'm not really good enough to teach it. I don't think. Like when I'm teaching students at Rykerwood, I'll show them the basic idea of cutting stuff, but then I just leave them to it. Like the stuff my students have made this year. Oh my lord! I can't wait to take pictures of it at the end once they're all done and pressed and everything, because it is unbelievable what they've managed to do. There was one last year. Well, there's a few last year.
Is that the monkey one?
The monkey one, yeah. There's another one this year that I reckon's better.
No way.
And it's just like, I look at it and I'm like, I didn't teach you that. I've got no idea how you did this.
Is it themed or is it just fancy?
Jungle again.
Oh,
but
why did you go for jungle?
Colourful and like precise, no gaps. It is unbelievable.
I don't understand it. For my brief stint with veneer, making a checkers board.
Yeah.
To do any curve, let alone multiple pieces that have structure and formality to it is insane.
And joining it all together, it just like, yeah, it's a whole other world to me. But yeah, my students are doing it better than me at the moment. The reason I said all is because the person that got me into woodworking in the first place, and also taught Rob at the same time, we just happened to go on different paths,
and end up in the same place.
Yeah, funny how that happens.
Yeah.
He is like an expert veneerer, market. I don't know what's the name for it. He can do marquetry and parquetry. Marquetry is like making pictures in veneer. Parquetry is making patterns in veneer, and he is like an expert at both. I really want to get him in to do a video tutorial on it, and he was all up for it as far as I remember. And then quarantine happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do really want to get him in to teach it because he would have so much knowledge to share.
And if we can get him on camera, he is a cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason he got me into this. Yeah, he knows his stuff.
Yeah, there was no other teacher like him.
No.
Not a chance.
Not at all.
Never again?
Never again.
No?
No. But yeah, we definitely will. Definitely will.
Right. I've missed so many things on here.
Appreciating my green socks. I'm going to pull them up. No, I'm not.
What do you mean, no, you're not? Oh, warm. Or just showing people what they are.
Clammy and sweaty.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Have you seen something that takes your fancy?
Well, this is quite
I've got
a good
so
one,
many
actually.
to pick up on.
You can answer this.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
hang on, it's just freaking gone. Okay, Matt. and I'll extend it to you as well. One hand tool on a desert island, what are you bringing? This is from Ross McAndrews.
So I say that once more, I might have got distracted by Tom Stokes with a super chat of £5.
Tom Stokes?
Rob, did you ever get over that bloke calling you absolutely useless at Yandles? No, I hate him. If you're in the chat, I will find you. I will find you and I will call you useless at whatever you do.
Yeah, sorry. Back to Ross McAndrews. Matt and Rob, one hand tool on a desert island. What are you bringing? In fact, everyone else answer this as well. This is quite a fun one. I like this.
One hand tool on a desert island.
I mean, I want to say like something like an axe, but that would get me as far as chopping down a tree and then like, hair. Good.
Well, I don't know.
Are we thinking survival or making? Because if it was making...
And does it have infinite durability?
Oh.
Because, like, if you get a chisel... Because I'm thinking, it'd be great if you had a chisel, especially like a wide chisel.
Yeah.
Just stays sharp forever. You don't need a hammer, just get yourself a rock.
Mm-hmm.
You could chop down a tree and you can actually start to do chopping of other things.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But if it's going to get blunt, I'm going to struggle to sharpen it.
I tell you what, no, I would revoke my axe. I would go for a saw.
A saw?
Yeah, probably a big old panel saw, I reckon. Buff.
Yeah.
Straight through a tree. Nice and sharp, infinite durability.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could make a boat out of that. And also, once it started getting blunt, you could probably make a fire out of it as well.
Yeah.
Cut up
That's
some animals with it.
Yeah.
So you could eat them with the fire that you've created with the blunt saw.
What? Can I get a stack of a particular tool?
A stack?
Yeah.
You're on Minecraft territory.
I didn't mean to say stack, but it happened to get in there.
As soon as you mentioned durability, I was like, Minecraft.
Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. And then you said making a boat, and I was like, well, of course I know what you're doing. Well, if, for example, if you have a saw, how are you going to be able to attack things easily?
A saw?
They're just going to run away.
If I hit you with a saw, it would well hurt.
I'm going to run away. There's no chance you're keeping up with those legs. But if I had a stack of chisels, I could just lob them, and there's a good chance they're going to go spiky spike.
All right. With my saw.
Is it? Yeah, what? Lightsaber, but you're just... Right, okay, next live stream, I will get myself a stack of chisels.
Yeah.
You hold yourself a saw, we see who wins.
Yes.
But, yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I just think an axe is probably quite a good bet. Throwable and quite useful.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Sanford says, wow, making a Babinga Boys reference. One day it'll come back. One day soon. When we find some time.
I didn't see that Tom also suggested a piano and bass jam on the live stream.
Oh, he did say that. Yeah,
we could bring back Jam Factory.
Oh no. Work out how that went. To be fair, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Me, Rob, and Rob's brother wrote a song once. Well, you were playing guitar, weren't you?
Yeah, I was playing guitar on it.
Yeah. We wrote a song. We used to be in a band together, but then we went solo. Duo. Whatever. Trio. I don't know. Yeah, we wrote a pretty funky song. It was damn good. It's on
very
YouTube
funky.
somewhere.
SoundCloud, actually.
SoundCloud.
I think.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't know what account it would be on.
I don't know. Probably mine.
Oh, it could be.
Piano and bass jam.
Quick one. JKS Gaming says, when's the next Turning Tuesday?
Don't know, unfortunately. I definitely want to do it again, though. I mentioned it before. I'm going to do Turning Tuesday as like a series kind of thing, a short series instead of like a continuous thing over and over, because it was really hard for me to think up project ideas. So I'm probably going to do like a batch of 10 videos for season 2, season 3, season 4, and so on and so forth, rather than just try and do it constantly. Because it takes a lot of time to get decent turning projects out. At the end of the last series, whenever that ended, I pretty much found like the Banksia nut pepper and salt mills. They took days to do, and they took so much time out of the other projects in the workshop. It just wasn't really a viable thing to continue continuously. So yeah, I'll probably do a series of it, but I don't know when. I'm getting a few like bits of inspiration for projects, but not anything to fill out a series, unfortunately. Yeah, but we will definitely. Like I say, we'll be doing the marking knife series at some point in August. So, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Tomislav Grubik says, what is the biggest project you've worked on?
Power tool workbench, I think. Rob, the shed was not a project. Rob, the mezzanine floor was not a project.
This is a project! This is bigger than it. This is more important than anything in your life, past, present, or future.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, I'll agree with that.
This is definitely the biggest.
This mezzanine floor... Well, actually, if you want to be really specific about including carpentry as well, I did want to do a roof conversion. As an apprentice.
Yeah, so you didn't really do anything and you stuck your foot through the ceiling. So...
I forgot you'd memorised that minor detail. Yeah.
It's weird. If something negative happens to you, I tend to memorise it quite well.
Yeah, I figured that. Mezzanine floor, biggest project, followed by the shed. Then the power tool workbench, then Bertha. And then, I don't know what the fifth one is.
Base.
Yeah. No, probably the big standy up cabinet thing that I made.
Oh, yeah.
The wobbly one.
Yeah. Right, we have got another super chat. 2 super chats. Football freestyles F3. Hi Matt and Rob, do you know if the Quang plane are always square?
I think it would be naive to say any plane is always square. I think you could even get a Lee Nielsen that will be out of square because it might pass a certain area in quality control. What I will say is it's very unlikely. It's especially unlikely with Lee Nielsen and Veritas and all those other ones. If not impossible with the Holtes and the Sauer and Steiner planes that cost like $3,000. But in terms of Quansheng, you might find the odd one that's a little bit out. If it is, return it. That's the thing. Like, people will quickly get one of these, find it's not square, leave this slating review online, but then they'll forget to realise that actually that's an anomaly. It's not necessarily like, it's not meant to come like that. Or it's not intentionally coming like that. So, yeah. It should be a pretty good chance of getting it square.
Super chat from Ben Stanton of £5. Hi Matt, I'm 14 and just bought my first bandsaw. What brand of saw blade would you recommend, and should the teeth of a blade overhang the wheel?
I did a tutorial on setting up a bandsaw, and in that, the first half of the video, there was a small portion on choosing a bandsaw blade, width, tooth pattern, and all that sort of stuff as well. So have a look at that. I'll see if I can find a real quick link for you. But that's probably the one you want to have a look at if you want to know how to set it up and everything. In terms of blades, I've only ever used Axminster blades, or I've only ever bought Axminster blades. I might have used other ones at Rykertwood, but I get on perfectly fine with them. Saying that, snapped one the other day. But yeah, pretty good value for money. They come in a huge range of sizes, tooth patterns, widths, everything. So that is what I would go for personally.
Nice. Mauricio says, I would like to get your input about power tools versus hand tools. I'm looking into getting a router, but I get the feeling I'll be needing to do hand router work after using an electrical router.
Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just posting that bandsaw. Right, that's the bandsaw tutorial there. Sorry, what was that question?
So it's the input about power tools versus hand tools. So he's looking into getting a router.
Yep.
But he feels he will need to get a hand router after using an electrical one.
Okay. That's only on certain applications. If you're talking about grooves and stuff like that, yes, you might need to. Let's say you use a jig to cut a groove in a piece of material, and you take that jig off, you put a component into it, and you find it doesn't quite fit. The trouble is then getting that jig to line up again perfectly with the slot and making it a little bit deeper with the electric router. That's where the hand router comes in, because you can just take a little skim off the bottom, done, without resetting up the jig or anything. The only thing that hand routers don't do, I'll say the only thing, they don't do things like edge profiles, they don't do things like mortising, which you can do on an electric router. It's good to have both, is what I'm saying. You'll probably find the electric router more versatile, but you will find the hand router useful in certain applications where you just need to tweak the depth of grooves and things like that. If I was to prioritise one though, the electric router, hands down. I know it's a hand tool channel, but yeah, it's definitely the one to go for.
Nice. And the Hidden Creator says, opinions on the new Bosch 18-volt plunge saw, as I did see you were using it in your video recently.
Really impressed. Really impressed. Yeah, I used it in Germany for the first time back in, I must have gone in October or November. It's really nice. It feels exactly like the GKT 55, the corded one, just without the cables.
Well, was it only the prototype in Germany, or do you think they had it in this country as well? Because when I went, I'm pretty sure I saw a plunge saw, so maybe that was the battery-powered one as well?
They had a lot of prototypes running up into it. I don't know if mine was, or I say mine, the one that I used in Germany was the final production model or not.
That would make a bit more sense,
maybe. Yeah. It seemed to me like they had to do a few small tweaks on it still, but yeah, I mean, it definitely got power behind it. I'm confident that you could use it at full depth. In fact, I did use it at full depth. I cut through, it must have been 30, 40 mil worth of OSB when I was in Germany with it, and it just sailed through it absolutely fine.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's like power and stuff's awesome with it. The main difference with it though is just not having a cable. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Like I would have to sling it over my shoulder and things. Of course, you've still got extraction, but you've got a bag for that if you want. Yeah, lack of cables is amazing with it.
Yeah, dream world. When the lack of tube dust extraction happens as well.
Dust teleportation.
That's it. That's what we need.
Yeah. The only thing I still need to get my head around with the cordless tools is remembering to turn on the extractor separate, because it doesn't have power takeoff. Obviously, you can't plug the tool into the extractor. Thus, when you turn the tool on, the extractor turns on. There is Bluetooth technology for that.
I was just about to say, surely.
Yeah, that plunge saw doesn't have it. I don't know if they're. I think this. I can't remember if they said they were planning on doing it or not. But yeah, one thing to get my head around. But then you just pair that up with the cordless dust extractor, and then you're fine.
Yeah, you're sorted.
Both jump.
Nice.
But yeah, really good saw.
Nice. Cool. So, Ross Mac Andrews says, what's the part of any project you look forward to most and least? I think I know what it is least for you.
Really good question. Okay, what do you think is the least?
The least for you, I think, is sanding.
You
just complain non-stop about sanding.
I can't believe that took me a while to get that. Yeah, sanding, hands down, is crap. In terms of best part... Oh, I've chipped my nail. Ow. Best part... I actually quite like the stage we're at the moment with the picnic bench, where you've got rough sawn timber and you're just sizing things out and trying to get as much yield from the material as possible. I do really enjoy that stage.
Is that the part where you see the most amount of change in the shortest amount of time?
I think so. I think it's the same kind of thing as when you put the first layer of finish on a piece of wood.
Yeah.
You get it bumps up that contrast. It's amazing. But when you plane rough sawn timber, or when you shove it through a thicknesser and you see that grain for the first time, that's a really exciting bit. I think that difference from rough sawn to planed is much bigger than raw finish to finished. So maybe that's why. I also like noticing certain directions of grain and certain twists and things going on and incorporating that into projects. I think it's just a place in the project where you can design things for as long as possible, but when you actually get to using the wood itself, you have to adapt to using that natural resource and making the most of all those grain patterns. And I think that element of surprise or being unprepared for it is what excites me about it. So I really like this stage. And obviously cutting the joinery as well. That's quite fun, if it goes well. Look at that.
Yeah. What? Oh, Matt's just recently stopped chewing his nails because previously he was a disgusting human being. Now he's mildly gross.
Well, I figured at the start of... that is well shot there now. I figured at the start of COVID, now's probably a good time to stop biting your nails.
Actually, that's a really good point. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, apart from the fact it tastes of hand sanitizer half the time now.
God. There's a hand sanitizer we use here, and not only is it, for some reason, sticky...
Yeah.
But it also smells as if you've plunged your hands into liquid salt and vinegar crisps.
Yeah.
So unpleasant.
Liquid salt and vinegar crisps, so just vinegar then.
With a bit of salt.
A bit of salt. That's
You can't
good,
smell salt, I guess, but yeah, vinegar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird one. We've upgraded to carrot aloe vera. Oh, it's good stuff. Do you want some?
I'll tell you what, I want to get mine.
I've just remembered I've got those cuts on my hand.
Do it.
It might be right now because they've scabbed over.
I hope not.
I did it yesterday. We actually got our first video sponsor the other day, which we were filming, which you'll see in this third part. Oh, no, they haven't sealed over.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
You alright there, Matt?
Nope.
You sure? Sorry, I'm just currently just going to airdrop a certain video to myself and then maybe show it on the live stream. I don't know, but we shall see. You alright there?
Nope. It's going. It's fine.
So you mentioned a sponsor.
Yeah, we got a video sponsor, which you'll see in this third part. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. And for a certain segment of it, I got it wrong twice, and in doing so, stabbed some pretty deep holes in this part of my hand. It's definitely gone through a few layers of skin, and with the need to disinfect your hands so often at the moment, it's been quite painful. That was the third one I've done.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Can I just select a file here? Is this how this works? So I just go.
What are you doing?
Downloads. Then I click. What is it called? Sorry, just give me one moment. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, fair enough.
0441. That's okay. Open. So Matt stabbed himself when he was.
Is it playing on the live stream?
Yes.
What?
Here we go. Bit of disinfectant. Is the sound coming through?
It is, yeah.
Mute it. He's gonna.
Can they hear us now?
Yeah. I don't know what the lighting did to your face, but it made it so red.
Oh, God.
I don't think I've ever seen you in that much pain.
I'm not putting more on there.
Genuinely, I think that's...
Yeah. Oh. I've only ever really experienced stinging pains before. I wouldn't say I've experienced, like, awful pains in the past.
No?
No.
Most I've had to awful pain is toothache, infected tooth.
Oh, yeah, that's bad, actually.
I'd easily say that was 10 out of 10 on that scale.
That is a bad pain as well, because it just makes life unenjoyable.
Now, how do I get back? That's the problem. I'm now stuck.
Oh, I see. We're in that little one in the corner there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So if I press this... Oh, no. Picturing... Oh, dear. We're back. Are we? Yes. Still getting used to it.
That's fine.
Pascal Heidich says, someone's a little sissy.
Sissy?
Yeah.
Shut up, Pascal. That's all I have to say about that.
Woodwork Learner says, that answered my earlier question, most stupid injury. Small cut and hand sanitizer.
Small cut and hand sanitizer, yep.
Gained from a wooden sword.
Yes. I think my most stupid injury was I was doing a sharpening demonstration at Axminster in probably my first month of working there, and got a really nice sharp plane blade, and then while showing it I dropped it, tried to catch it, stabbed my hands.
Jeez.
And had to pretend nothing happened. I basically had this big flap. I've still got the scar there, look.
Ooh.
Had this big old flap of skin hanging off. I just had to sort of hold it shut while like, yeah, sharpening. Yeah, good innit? Sharp. I had to work at Wix afterwards, and I basically just taped my hand up so it stayed shut.
Stayed shut. That's an awful phrase to say.
It was open, yeah. Like they wrapped it at Axminster, but it didn't really do much. It should have had stitches, really, but
yeah,
bitches get stitches.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Not snitches.
Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Snitches and bitches get stitches. Hatham B says, when the opportunity arises, would you go 8 hours overseas to teach hands-on woodworking? Specifically 8 hours overseas. I don't know why. I presume he is 8 hours away.
That's America, isn't it? At least East Coast. Got to be.
Sure, I can find...
Absolutely. Yeah, if someone paid me, like, for a venue, 100%. There was actually opportunity for me to teach in Jerusalem this time last year.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a school there called Tool Eden, I think it was. And he got in contact with me. The dates just didn't quite work out, unfortunately. But imagine that. Going
That
to
would have been
Jerusalem.
insane.
I went on Street View and everything, and it looked insane.
That would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
And I would just like to add, while Matt says, if somebody pays me, I will go there. That's not just him being shallow. That's just needing to get there and the costs of being paid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just... like,
Flights are I don't know if flights are cheap at the moment, but...
No, but it just... It's
Yeah.
like, any money and I will do the thing.
Yeah.
That being said, you haven't seen the video that's going to come out at the weekend, so we shall see if that sounds true.
Yes.
Yes.
Fun.
Right. Have you spotted anything you'd like to comment on? That's a good one.
I think you might have seen the same one as me. Matt, say YouTube didn't exist, what would you be doing now? Is that the one you saw?
It's on the live stream now.
Is it? Look at that. I really like that one. He
That's a
asked
really
the
good
one
one.
about the desert island as well.
He did. He's good.
I think Ross is new here as well. I haven't
Oh, yeah?
recognised that name before. Yeah.
Ross, when did you subscribe? Let us know.
Yeah. Awesome. Right, what was the question? Matt, say YouTube didn't exist, what would you be doing now? God, what would I be doing now? Nude model?
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
What, for men?
Yeah. I don't know what I'd be doing.
That's insulting to men.
Probably just working in a... Like, there was a few workshop owners that popped around Riker with when I was there, who did some really amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be still selling stuff. You'd be making and selling, just
I
not
Yeah.
live.
I don't know if I'd be owning my own business yet. I would have liked to have got more experience like in an actual workshop before doing so. So I'd imagine I'd still be working in a workshop now. Maybe be 2 or 3 years out of jumping ship. I'd like to think I'd be 2 or 3 years out of jumping out of that into my own business. But yeah, there's a few workshops that are really cool in the UK that I'd love to work for. Definitely. That's probably what I'd be doing, because I would have already completed my furniture degree by that point. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just the next logical step
yeah,
to do that.
yeah.
BG Thompson says, nude model, so out of work then.
Look at these legs.
Little do you know, that's his side project. Are you a fan of Paul Sellers, says Tom Redfern.
I did learn a lot from Paul Sellers when I was learning. Yes, I did. Or, yes, I am a fan.
Cool. Geralt Jones. Is that V Geralt? I know lockdown screwed things up, but any thoughts on collaborating with other content creators such as Sean Evely, Andy Rawls, David Barron? Cheers.
Cheers. Sean Evely definitely is on the horizon. We've talked about it a long time. We did talks at Maker Central together. We've got a similar vibe, I would say.
Wasn't it planned for this Maker Central as well?
Yeah, it was meant to be for this Maker Central, but obviously that fell through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely will with him. That is an absolute definite.
Ooh.
In fact, Sean's very good at veneering, from what I remember. So maybe you should go pester him.
It's a veneer off.
Veneer off, what, between him and Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Sean.
Yeah. Andy Rawls would be pretty cool. David Barron, I learned a lot from. Probably David Barron's the one I got the most online tuition from, I reckon, when I was learning. And he's actually a lot of. What do you want from Nando's?
Ben, stop. Ben.
Oh,
he's spamming the chat.
Hang on. So yeah, David Barron I learned a lot from when I was growing up, and it's actually where I got a lot of my inspiration for tutorials and tools from. So that'd be a really cool one. How it would work in terms of collaboration, I don't know. Ben from Nando's, I will have half a chicken cooked in medium sauce with macho peas and peri-peri chips, please.
That's brilliant. I can't actually block him from here, sadly. Otherwise, that was my next option. Right, I saw a great question here. from the Hidden Creator again. If it wasn't for you being sponsored by Bosch, would you still buy their gear? Or would you go Festool or McFell?
McFell.
Oh, is it McFell?
Yeah, McFell.
I see MC.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I probably would, like, because at the moment I still use a mixture of tools anyway. Yes, I'm sponsored by Bosch. I've got routers, I've got drills and stuff like that, but then I've also got Festool drill. I've got the Festool Domino. I've got this. I haven't got a Bosch sander. Well, no, I've got one Bosch sander, but I've got another Palm one that isn't Bosch. I think that I would definitely have a mixture of Bosch, Festool, what I have now essentially. Like the tool, what I'm trying to say is the tools I accept from Bosch are tools that I genuinely think I will like and use. There are certain things from them that I have refused because I don't think I would use it to its full potential, and I just don't think it would fit my workflow, and it wouldn't seem right for me to advertise it, I think.
Yeah.
So, and that's gaps where things like the Festool fills gaps and things like that. So I'll definitely have a mix, but Bosch is something that my dad had when I was growing up. It's like a household name.
Yeah.
It's an easy option to go to, and I like their stuff.
Yeah.
I like their stuff.
And it needs to be added, while the mezzanine floor was being made, Matt actually went out and specifically bought Bosch tools. Wasn't because he was sponsored by them to buy them. He just went out and bought them. And funnily enough, the representative, Bob, who came along, had a go at Matt because because he said, I could have got you them for free. Why'd you buy them?
Yeah. The tools I bought were the multi-tool. I can't remember the exact model, but yeah, really nice multi-tool with a quick release. And the jigsaw. In my opinion, Festool jigsaws are rubbish, and I know quite a few people will back me on that. They don't seem to cut straight, whereas the Bosch ones, I think they've absolutely nailed it. So those are the two tools I went out and bought. Yeah, really good tools, really good.
Right, I'm just gonna have a little shout out to Gerald Griffiths, who's been watching my videos quite a lot and been in touch. It's nice. I didn't realise he was in here, and I mistook him for another Gerald. I don't do surnames. I rarely do names themselves. I normally say, hey, and just hope that gets the right person's attention. But yeah, surnames are a step too far for me. Right, I saw a good question down here as well. Will Rob be doing some woodworking videos again? It is helpful learning from his frustrations, says Kirk.
It's great learning from his frustrations. Or watching, should I say.
I saw a brilliant comment on the last video.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? I'm gonna have to look it up. It was no, I won't look it up now. It was basically saying, Rob while filming and editing.
I saw that one. Yeah.
It was just a really light comment for when I'm editing and filming, and when Rob's actually producing something, it's like, thank you so much, Matt, for this opportunity. Just fury.
That was a good comment. It's like you could just tell it was meant to be read through grit teeth.
Yes. Yeah, that was exactly it. It was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt when more projects come along, when we've got the time for that, I'll be jumping into the student series.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've kept all the jigs aside for Rob to use.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yeah, once I wrap up the cabinet project.
Jump into that. Nice. Have you spotted something? You've got a grin on your face. No? No. All right. I thought you saw something. My mistake. No? Okay.
I don't smile. I can't smile around you because you film it and then put it into a cheesy intro.
It's in the video. In the next one, you're in it.
No!
Do you pay Rob, or does he just enjoy being around you so much that he does all of this for free, says Tom Redfern. What do you do, Matt? I hate it here. I'm only here for the money.
I knew I'd just let you answer that. I didn't have to say anything.
Matt does pay me, to be fair.
I paid him through COVID, even though we weren't in the workshop.
It's a very...
Richard Branson, eat your heart out.
Yes, I actually have to make that fundamentally clear. For the 3 months that I wasn't here in the workshop producing videos, he has paid me. A pittance, but he has paid me. And I do have to thank you for that.
That's all right. No worries. You owe me.
I do. Well, I mean, there are plans, fingers crossed, in the summer that we will be in the workshop every weekday, producing a video every day.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of what
live streaming every. No.
No, that's actually what we're testing out at the moment. I'm filming down there, Rob's editing simultaneously up here. Like I fill up a memory card, chuck it to Rob up here.
Literally chucking it.
Yeah, he edits it. Meanwhile, I'm filming. It's quite a good system. I think.
It's been working out. But one, I need to get your clock working down there because you need to know what the time is while you're videoing.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame we don't have aircon up here.
Yeah, it is disgusting. Like this
Dreadful.
is sweaty up here. But yeah, just to reiterate that we're looking at doing daily videos sometime over summer, maybe for like a month.
Ooh.
I think a month minimum would be awesome.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That'd be fine, wouldn't it?
No, I'm fully up for it. Fully up for it. I just didn't expect a month.
Well, what else are you going to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I say daily, weekdays.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay.
Be alright.
Sorry, piano students, I'm going to be off for a month. Actually, no, that's exactly what I'm going to say.
Be fine.
No, I agree. Honestly, I thought you were going to say a week.
Nah, a week?
Oh, well, okay, then I thought 2.
Nah.
And then you're saying minute, okay.
Month. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Be fine.
Be fine. Be fine.
I'm just going to...
Be fine.
I just want to bite this right angle off my
Look,
fingernail.
if you're going to do that, go away.
Yeah, I'll do it when I get home. It's just really annoying.
Yes, well, that's what it comes from for not chewing your fingernails.
I didn't ask for this.
Tailspins1 says you need a clock in the background to show your time in relation to others. Wait, no, he says, oops, I see it. What? Wait, what? Does he mean now? Oh, well, that clock definitely doesn't work. If the main clock in the workshop doesn't work, that certainly isn't going to either.
Yeah, it looks cool though.
It does look cool. Did you sent those out in the end, right?
To a few people, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to a few peeps.
It did exist.
Yeah.
Cool. So, just having a quick whiz through that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Damn, we're
that's
getting lots
interesting.
of comments today. 290 people
We are.
watching.
I know,
It
it's
shows
crazy.
that, if we actually talk about woodworking related stuff, people stick around, whereas if we're just testing...
Nah, I think it's just the quality of the setup and the controller who's behind all of it all, who can cut to any Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Just the one.
There's us being all flashy last week. Yeah, 3 cameras set up, and here we are now.
I mean, we would literally use more if we had the time to set them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
PS5 or Xbox Series X? Probably going to get the PS5.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't bought a console since the PS3. I never bought a PS4 or the Xbox One, I think is what it was. But Skate 4 has just been released, or announced, sorry, and I'm going to get it for PS5.
Need to get it. Fair enough.
If it's on PS5, if it's on Xbox, I'm getting an Xbox.
Right. How often do you really need the power of 18-volt tools versus 12-volt?
Probably, I think in terms of my drilling operations, 18 volt is definitely overkill. I'm drilling anything like up to a 12 mil hole, which a 12 volt would be absolutely fine with. In terms of powering my new track saw and my new extractor, 18 volts definitely the way to go. With a big old amp power as well. I've got the Pro Cores on there at the moment. You need a lot of capacity and a lot of power to run them. So, yeah. Overkill on some, definitely needed on others. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, I've also got a cordless miter saw at the moment as well. Definitely needs a 18 volt.
Yes. Yes. Simon makes another great point. He says, hey folks, don't forget to click the like button. We should probably mention that more.
Yes.
This video does exist on YouTube, and more people who like it, the more times that YouTube actually shows it to more people, and so we get more people involved, and it's a nice little community.
Also, I just saw one go there up to 45, and we've got 1 like from an Australian as well.
Woo!
That's always good to see.
So yeah, like it, share it, do what you must.
There we go.
And don't forget, there's also the old super chat. So if you want to donate to get more of this, use it.
Please!
And I will scream whatever you put in here at the top of my lungs. Oh no. Oh dear. Wait, did I just click on something here?
Have you just clicked?
I have. Somebody's comment is up on here and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Didn't mean. You will need to install a mini split in the shop so you're more comfortable. What's a mini split?
A mini split?
Can you let us know what a mini split is? I would love to be more comfortable.
Oh. Wait. What? I don't know what that is. It looks like a fan. Oh, it's an air conditioner.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh. Great moustache as well, by the way.
That was a fantastic
very
moustache.
good, yeah.
Yeah. And to the 2 or 3 of you who have disliked this video, I will find you.
They're Australians.
I will find... Oh, yeah, good point.
Thumbs
That's
up
what you're
from
saying.
the Australians, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Ben.
Yeah, I mean, it's... yeah, it might be.
He's probably created 3 accounts just to do that.
Yeah, probably. There you go. There's another Australian thumbs up there.
Oh, no, one's gone away.
Oh, what?
Well done.
Oh. No, it must be good.
Bertie's Workshop says, have you ever used a bandsaw for dovetails?
Yes, I did. The dovetails on my Roomba workbench were cut on the bandsaw. Have a look at that series. Yeah, I completely forgot. I was about to say no until I was about to say no, and then I realised, wait, yes, I have. Yeah, the big houndstooth dovetails on the end.
Oh, right. So Bertha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realise.
Yeah, the component's like that thick, and I only had my Veritas dovetail saw at the time. So bandsaw was the only option. Yeah, I did it on there. Have a look at the series if you want to see. It's probably part 6, 7, or 8 I did it in. In fact, you'll see the dovetails in the thumbnail. That'll be it.
Nice. Right. I'm building a workshop in an 8x6 shed and don't have room for many large power tools. Which ones do you recommend? They need to be small enough to fit on a narrow table.
Sorry, what was that? Is it up on there?
Yeah, I'm building a workshop in an 8x6 shed and don't have room for many large power tools.
Yeah.
Which ones do you recommend? And they need to fit on a narrow table. I guess. Imagine they need to fit on this.
Power tools. I think... okay. Questions like this, it just depends so much on what you're doing. I think go-to ones are always routers. Just learn how to use it properly before firing out for the first time. Really hard to say. Really hard to say, unfortunately. It's strictly say power tools and not machines. Router and a jigsaw. The only reason I put a jigsaw in there as well is because it was something that I relied on in the garden workshop series. Like, I would have not been able to do half the things I had to do, or I did in that series, without the use of a jigsaw. Rough sizing material for me to be planed down later. And obviously a drill would be useful. Yeah, probably a jigsaw, to be honest. If you're going down a hand tool route, jigsaw's really useful. If you can't fit a bandsaw or anything like that.
Yeah.
Quick one here. What's the worst material you've ever worked with? Which is Eagle 357 Mag. Worst material I've ever worked with, off the top of my head, is Southern Yellow Pine. You'd have thought pine is nice and soft, which, on the most part it is. Southern Yellow Pine, the difference in hardness between the late wood and the early wood, the like grain strikes in it. The harder stuff is basically as hard as maple. The softer stuff is like a marshmallow. So as you're chiseling through it, the maple hardness stuff crushes the layer below, and you get these disgusting gaps in it. Then it hits the maple part again, but it hasn't cut that first maple bit, it's just bent it down. It is a disgusting wood to work with. I made, I think it was in 2016 or 17, might have even been earlier. What year is it now? It's probably one of those years. I did the Anarchist Tool Chest course with Chris Schwarz, and we made it out of Southern Yellow Pine. And it was horrible. Just, it's cheap material to start with. Wait, it's what I made my power tool bench from.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
But it's great to machine.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
what that was. That was all dominoed and stuff. But yeah, working with hand tools, disgusting.
So wait, so why did the Anarchist workbench use that?
Tool
Just because, sorry, because it was cheap.
It's cheap, and over time don't quote me on this, but I think it was something to do with the resin content in it hardens to be just as hard as, I want to say, like ash or maple or something. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's just a cheap, really abundant material, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But like you say, it's really good to machine, really good to plane, really good to saw, but chiseling just ruins it. Absolutely ruins it.
Yeah. Do you ever bring that Anarchist's chest here?
Yeah, I should do, really. I don't know where to put it.
I mean, could it not? Is it too big to fit underneath a desk?
Probably, but then what would we use it for?
Just looks cool.
Yeah, but I don't want to really put too much weight up here.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy.
Fair enough. Oh.
We've broken the 305 people watching now.
We have.
Yeah.
We have.
We've
I'm
almost
not even
broke
sure if
100 likes as well. If one of the Australians flew around to England and gave us a thumbs up now,
Yeah.
we would get over 100 likes.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it when it goes.
Wait, I'm just going to do it myself. Like, there you go.
Don't see it yet.
What?
Maybe
yeah,
it doesn't.
There we go. That's gone over now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm watching it on the.
Oh yay! It's got to 103.
Boom.
Success.
Thank you, legends. Right.
Fantastic.
It's amazing what happens when you just set a target and then everyone's just like, oh yeah, well it's easy now. Buff.
110. Oh, it's already there. 125. Do it for me. Right.
Western red cedar is very much like that. Oh, I didn't even consider that.
What?
So the timber I've literally just bought for this picnic bench is much the same as southern yellow pine.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who said that then?
Simon, I think we gave him a shout out before.
Oh yes, got him. That's brilliant. I'm very pleased to hear that.
I've got dovetails to cut in that.
Damn.
Oh well.
Goodbye, Ben Stanton. You have a good evening yourself. For
Thank you for your
£2 in the
donations.
super chat.
He's given us more than that as well. Thank you very much for your donations,
I'm
Ben.
very aware.
That is very kind of you. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week at 6 p.m. on Friday.
Yes. I like Ben.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
He's a cool guy.
Nice profile pic.
Yeah, it's very nice. Sure. In fact, should we just have it there for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend. Have you
Nice
ever
guy.
been to Ireland? Yes, I went there this time. No, not this time last year. About a year and a half ago to do a show at the carpentry store. Really good store actually. Very good store. If you want any turning supplies, that's the place to go.
Nice.
And other woodworking supplies.
Shame it's a bit of a trek from here.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, there'll be Irish viewers,
Yeah.
island residents.
I don't know why. I just like the idea of having a video, but we try and we start the day in the workshop here,
Yeah.
and we say, I could really do with getting something from this particular location, which is literally in a different country. And we have to do it, get it, and come back, and just that's the whole video. It's just getting this one item to just be annoying.
I did watch. There's a channel I watched where they flew to Spain to scream at the floor.
Oh, I know you mentioned that, and then just got on a plane back, and that was it.
Came back, yeah. Literally walked out the airport, back in.
I just love the idea of saying to someone, yeah, I'm just here for the hour.
Yeah. That's it.
Now I'm gonna go back home again.
They did another video where they flew to Los Angeles and screamed at another YouTuber's house, and they got on a plane and flew back. It's like, and they showed the tickets and everything. Like they actually did it.
That's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Ollie says, do you watch Badger Workshop?
I used to quite a lot. Admittedly, I don't watch a lot of YouTube nowadays, to be honest. But we've met him a few times. You know him quite well, don't you?
I have, yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, really nice guy.
He was at the Bosch day that I went to as well.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see
That's
him
where I
at
met
a lot
him.
of events and things like that. Nice guy.
We saw him at the Yandles events.
That was it as well. Yeah, Yandles. Yeah, really nice guy. I don't know what he's working on at the moment, but yeah.
Doing all sorts
I
of bits
hope
and
he's
bobs in his
doing
workshop.
well. Badgering around.
Badgering. Wow.
Badgering about.
Badgering. Stop.
Badgering.
Chris Price says, hey guys, love these live streams. Have you ever made a wooden knife sheath?
No.
Well, there we
I
are.
haven't.
A wooden knife sheath. You see, that comes under that's a little bit easier to make than this one thing that's always confused me. A knife block.
Yeah.
Yes. So I need to bring it in one day and just say to you, how do you make this thing? Because I've asked you before and it just doesn't make sense to me. Because I've got a knife block at home, cheap as chips from Argos. It was probably a tenner. Yeah.
What was that?
I stopped myself halfway through the word. It was probably a tenner with the knives combined.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all serrated no matter what you get. And there's not a single joint or cut in it. It's not like they packed multiple things together.
Yeah.
It's just like,
So
how
that's
did
how
they...
I've seen it done before. They like separate a piece of wood, cut a groove in one, stick it back together.
See, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That, I look physically for lines, but it just looks like a solid...
Are you sure? Okay, so is there end grain on it? So like,
Yes.
okay,
I'm 90% confident it's a solid piece of wood.
Okay.
But if it's
So I
veneer,
went-
I might suddenly be in a bit
I
of
went to
difficulty.
IKEA a few months ago,
Yeah.
and so normally you get a piece of MDF, you veneer the top, you veneer the bottom, or laminate or whatever, and you edge band it on all four sides. Edge banding basically is just like this. It looks like wood. But the giveaway that it's veneer is that edge banding goes around here, and it also goes around the end grain as well, so you don't actually see true end grain. IKEA have started using end grain edge banding, so like it looks like a solid piece of wood. The only reason I saw it was because you could see this tiny edge
Tiny
on the
line.
end here.
So is that real wood or is that a print?
No, it wouldn't be real. It'd be a print.
Print.
Yeah, you know, like those cheap school desks. You get.
Yeah, or like
it's
that cheap placemat that we saw in that
Yeah, that sort of
place. I can't remember what it's called now.
the range.
The range.
Yeah,
I will
So
never go back there again.
I reckon they've probably just printed it on there. You should bring it in. We'll cut it in half and have a look. I'll make you a new one,
All right. Okay.
or you can make a new one out of your Paduke.
Or out of my Soprano. No.
Oh, I wouldn't. No.
No, I need to refinish the last one. It's got a lot of knife marks in it. I think it just needs like 5 coats
Yeah.
at least.
Epoxy maybe.
Yeah.
Just- Are we back on?
Yes.
There we go. Sorted. Look at that swift check. That was like
Oh.
Formula One pit stop style.
Thank you very much. Are we still in focus? I feel like we've gone out of focus just from swapping batteries. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, we have a bit, haven't we? It looks like I'm in focus.
Cool. Just going to zoom in on you for a bit.
There we go. Oh, hello. Oh,
There we go.
cheeky close up on my leg.
Ah,
There we go.
sorted.
Done. Sorted. There you go. Yeah, quick battery change there. You got it.
Yes, smooth as smooth. Right, this didn't actually pop up for me, so I was just checking it. We had another donation.
Yeah, I was literally just about to give him a shout out because I love the little.
See, I don't get that on the app,
Oh, of course. I forget you're looking at it through there.
and I think it stopped me seeing it as a highlighted thing because it had a little GIF. So I was checking it on here to see if it was.
Right. Well, it was the hidden creator. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind. Very kind.
Yes.
Appreciate it. What would you recommend as a good moneymaker? Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw that pop up. Very kind.
Okay.
Matt, what project would you recommend as a good moneymaker for a hand tool woodworker with fairly good joinery skills? I mentioned this earlier. Go to David Paciuto's channel, have a look at the craft projects he's got that he sells at craft stalls, and make them using hand tools. He focuses a lot on machine and power tools, not solely, but yeah, make it out of hand tools, and that'd be very good, very good. Like beer toast and stuff instantly comes to mind.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a good project. Yeah.
Yeah. Alan McCabe says, "Have you ever tried pyrography?
Pyrography. Yeah, I'm shocking at it.
Is that burning?
Yeah, like using it's basically a soldering iron.
Right.
Yeah, like you have to be good at drawing.
Yeah, I was going
To
to
be
say
good at
that's the best.
pyrography.
Yeah.
I could just about draw Homer Simpson, although he's a bit out of proportion.
I could do a duck.
You can do a duck.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Probably better off just getting a stencil and then flamethrowing it.
Yeah. I'll just set fire to the piece of wood, to be honest. That'll look better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pyrographies, when it's done well, it looks stunning. But I think there's this like large window of when things just look tacky before looking incredible again. So, yeah, yeah. I can't say I don't think I'll ever get good at that though, because I need to get good at drawing first, which I'm not. You probably saw the state of my sketchbook in the first video of this picnic bench series.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
No, it's not bad, but it's like that's as good as I can do.
Yeah, it's a shame it's going into that particular sketchbook. It's rather lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out Idris.
Yes. Right. Clive Hum says, "What are you making from Zebrano? I am on my first project with this wood, a bandsaw box." See, a bandsaw box is going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean,
Because-
it would be a bit.
The problem with Zebrano is it smells. It smells like a farmyard. When you cut it and when you particularly when you get it wet.
I thought it smelt very much like the rabbit section in Pets at Home for those who are in the UK.
Exactly it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But go ahead. What did you use it for?
I used it for a chopping board. Mistakes were made. I mean, it doesn't smell of it anymore.
Oh, really? It stopped?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it stops.
Oh, okay,
it's not nearly as pungent as it used to be. Stephen used to notice it from upstairs when I washed it.
It was bad. I remember you machining it in here and just vomiting in my mouth.
Yeah, it was a little bit of regret. Thing is, it's a really nice chopping board.
It's lovely.
And the
it's
grain,
really
that
nice
grain
soprano.
is fantastic.
It is lovely. Yeah, you got another bit down there. I can see it.
Yeah, I haven't got through it all yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it blimmin' stunk.
Yeah, but if it's going to go into a project that is going to then be sealed with like wax, varnish, whatever afterwards, then isn't going to come wet, then it's going to be fine. If you leave it out to sort of fume for a bit. Right, are you sending out a PO box?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Are you writing an essay?
Oxford.
Why have you done this in separate messages?
I tried to do an enter.
Shift enter, doesn't it?
1 SA. If you want to send anything, send it to that address. I used to have a PO box that I spent £400 getting, and then nothing got sent to it because we didn't really talk about it much.
No, not at all.
It was like, I think it was put in the odd video description or something like that. But like, yeah, we didn't really talk about it, so I just sort of chucked off 300 quid to Royal Mail and then never used it. So just send it to the school that I teach at instead. Much easier. They handle my mail. They bring it straight to me, you know. Pretty good.
You got secretaries working there. That's what you got.
Yeah. I would like to clarify that is not where the workshop is. We are in an undisclosed location at the moment.
Indeed.
Secret bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That happens to have a motorway running outside it. Okay. What's the most important tool to have for a newbie, says Picarco.
Important tool to have for a newbie? Oh, I wouldn't say there is an important tool. The most important tool
Oh no.
in your repertoire
Oh no.
is patience and practice. No, but genuinely, like.
But genuinely, yes, I hate it, but you're right.
Yeah. I'd say above all patience, because with patience comes practice, or with practice comes patience. Either or.
No, I'd say with patience comes practice.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that starts the ball rolling.
Yeah, I think patience in like anything is just it's an underrated skill to have, I think.
Yeah. To be able to like work on something non-stop, like as in no matter at what stage you're at, whether it's good, whether it's going bad, to just think it's going good. Yeah. It's going bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to sort it out now. Or later, but the patience to not go, I'm going to throw this against the wall and scream.
Yeah, definitely. Patience, where you will go through ups, big old dips, plateaus, everything. You will experience everything. And that'll be with cutting individual joints, that'll come with sharpening, that'll come with anything in woodworking. You will go through plateaus. I've just come out of one. They happened all over the place. You've just got to keep battling through them, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah, no, that's fair. DC Chavez says, can I pick up a bucket of patience at the hardware store? Is it by the Festal?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's where I last saw it. It was on promotion.
Was it?
Yeah.
Not many people buying it these days.
No, they're not.
How much... Oh, this is a good question. James Taylor, how much time does videoing add to a project?
I'll tell you what, now that you're up here editing videos simultaneously and I'm having to go back to filming those montages myself, it takes bloody ages. I just want to set up a bandsaw and cut, but now it's like one camera angle, turn this knob, next camera angle, turn this knob. But it's not a case of just going duff to duff. It's like, focus, check it's on, okay, flip the screen round, go around there, do the action, go back round, turn it up. Like, it just takes ages.
It's probably at least 4 or 5 times longer to do a project at the very least.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that's not even counting the editing. Like, if I was to do this solo again, that it's double the time, just with the editing.
So what you're saying is you're relying on me
No.
to stay.
No.
I need a promotion. Partner.
Next question.
50% share in everything. We have got another super chat of €5 from Lullaby71.
Very kind.
Garden series was amazing. It was a fantastic push to move my rear and start making something with my limited tools and my 2x2 meters space.
I love that. Sorry, I didn't even listen to the question then. I was just admiring the profile picture. Garden series amazing. It was a fantastic push to move my rear and start me. Yes, yeah, that's awesome. So like that is literally the main aim of the series, apart from getting myself back into it as well. But yeah, just inspire people to know that space is not necessarily a limitation. It's a luxury. It's a luxury to have space, but you don't need it. You don't need it whatsoever.
PaulCam67, what are you getting at there? Rob is far better seen out of focus. I guess I'm not sure
Let
if
me
he's
just
trying to give a
squint
subtle
my
hint
eyes.
for time out of focus.
Oh, you're right. That's great.
You know, you're better not seen at all.
Oh.
Get out of it.
Oh.
Right, right, so I've got to be like here. Right, now I'm in focus.
God damn it.
It's only a little bit awkward.
See that nice plant behind you now?
It is very nice.
Yeah.
Shame it's dead. What was the best improvement you would do
It's fake.
to your workshop?
Best improvement you'd do to your workshop? More space.
Yeah.
After literally saying, you don't need space, it's a luxury.
After just building a mezzanine floor.
Yeah, no, I don't think I need more space. If I had more space, I would fill it with more crap.
Yeah.
The best thing to add to the workshop?
Alright,
Trapeze.
Trapeze would be cool. Okay, let's spin it around a little bit because I'm not sure if he means in the future or in the past. What was the best improvement that you made to this workshop?
Best improvement I made to the workshop? I would probably say... I think if I'm going from the very start of when I first stepped in the workshop, the biggest improvement was when I bought myself the bandsaw and the planer thicknesser. Now, it's a very hard one to amend, I know. You're right there.
That's all right. I'm just highlighting something.
There, come. I'd say that was the biggest difference for me, just getting a bandsaw or something like that. I had the miter saw, but the bandsaw was the big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure. Not sure. And a sturdy workbench, actually. You can have all the machines you want, but having a sturdy work area.
I can't stand anything that shakes.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. But that sends my patience out the window.
Yeah, sod the bandsaw, sod the planer thicknesser. You could do that on a sturdy workbench, actually. Yeah. Decent workbench. By the way, plans are half price.
Link in the description after this is live later.
Go on the website, mattesley.com/shop. Rubo workbench plans, half price if you use the code 3rd birthday upon checkout. I forgot to mention that when I gave the call to action for a 50% discount earlier.
Wow.
That's probably where loads of people went. They're like, where is it?
Yeah.
Where's your discount?
How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psych.
And you spelt birthday.
Birthday. Not as in Bertha birthday. Which someone pointed out that I should have done.
Yeah. I'm disappointed. BG Thompson says the best improvement was getting an in-house editor. Yes.
Speak for yourself.
He hasn't seen the latest video yet, so we shall see.
Wait. Have you got me back for shaming you on Facebook earlier?
Not
in
yet.
The comment section. Oh, okay, that's right then.
But thank you for reminding me. Because I get to work on this project over the weekend.
Oh no!
How many faces of Matt are going to exist in the next one? Also, I saw a really good question or statement. Where was it? Is the white balance off, or do those legs need more sun?
Shut up! Oh, this is why I don't wear shorts.
To be fair, comparatively, I mean, okay.
No,
Actually, no, I've got a little. Yeah, okay.
Look at your face on here compared to mine. I look like a lobster. Like, you're just smooth and like I'm just.
Smooth.
You look like you've
That's
got
a
that.
focus.
Oh yeah, looks like you got that portrait filter on your iPhone or something. I look
Dreadful.
yeah, I look like I've gone on Instagram and bumped up the structure to full.
Yes, yes.
Just haggard.
Oh no. Yes, BG Thompson, definitely look out for the next Matt face in the background. I am always curious who can find those and who gets there the quickest in the comments, that's for sure.
Yes.
I'm on them. I'm just staring at the comments waiting. Have they found it? Have they found it? Have they found it? Matt missed the last one. Completely missed it.
I've never spotted them. I think
brilliant.
my favourite one you did was when my face was in the clock, though.
Yeah.
That's one of the first ones you did.
You happened to hold the stabiliser and let it rotate in front of your face for just a moment. I was like, well, I've got to use that somewhere now. Bertie's Workshop says, why didn't you add stairs? Is the ladder annoying? Space. Space is the reason for no stairs, primarily.
A few people, when we did it, they mentioned a spiral staircase, didn't they? But
even then, space.
Yeah.
That's never going to fit.
Essentially, the
here.
space we've got there is what you'd find in like an understair cupboard, isn't it? Like it's very, very limited.
Yeah. Has something noisy just turned off? It seems really silent to me now.
Is it the road?
What?
It is, isn't it?
It suddenly just went zoom.
Wait, what?
We didn't have anything running down there that would be on a timer to... Did you have was something charging, maybe a battery?
No.
No? Well, you guys probably didn't hear it, but that was really weird.
It seems so dead now.
It seems so peaceful. It's like there was a generator going.
I am well confused now.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird.
It's very weird.
It feels very empty in here now.
Uh-huh. So, my question for you now, Matt,
Yeah.
is when do you want to wrap this up?
Oh, crap. Okay.
We've been going for an hour and a half.
I've got a Nando's way now, apparently.
Oh, no.
Hey.
At least you've got a microwave.
Yeah, microwave Nando's. Let's see. Let's wrap it up in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
That sounds good to me. Just so that people are aware. 10
Fire
minutes, you've
through
got 10
some
minutes.
more questions.
Okay, let's do it quickly and efficiently.
331 viewers, though.
I know, it's probably our top.
I think
actually.
that is our top, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nathaniel Griffiths says, air filter? Don't think it was. We haven't had that on while the live stream's been going. Wish I had.
No.
Think of switching ladder to the lift. Just have a lift instead of a ladder. That'd be fantastic.
What, make another pulley system?
Oh, that'd be a great project. I mean, it's dreadful trying to carry up the equipment up here.
Yeah.
Vicious. Ooh.
Oh, we did clean the chalkboard. That's fine.
No, that is clean.
Yeah. Genuinely, we didn't notice that in the last video.
No.
Like when we were filming the big rocket on there. It was only when we were editing we thought, oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was like, I could blur it out,
Nah.
but that would just detract from Matt.
I'm surprised you didn't put my face there.
That would have been too obvious.
Matt, are you originally from Oxford? I wish. I'm from Basingstoke. We're both from Basingstoke.
Basingstoke, yeah.
Basingstoke.
Oh, sorry, I probably peaked on the microphone quite hard there.
Yeah, Basingstoke, where the bus station is the UK's leading zoo of
People?
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basingstoke bus station is.
Basingstoke's best.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it's got better nowadays, but back in the day, the bus station.
I think that's purely because we don't see it as much.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Specimens there.
Cool. Right. What's the hardest dentist wood you've used? And have you used any Aussie hardwood, says BG Thompson.
Yeah, I think I used a bit of Gidgee before, which is Australian. It's really nice stuff, just a nightmare to work. Hardest wood, that was definitely up there. I did do some stuff out of Lignum Vitae before, which is, yeah, it's definitely up there with the hardest woods. But I don't know, it's dense, but I wouldn't say it's like feels hard to cut. Like it's so oily and it just peels quite nicely. In terms of the hardest wood I've worked with, I'd say the lead wood I used for the mallet heads was up there. Speaking of, actually, I've got lead wood on order finally.
No way.
Yeah. I got a notification from Turner's Retreat saying I've got some 3-inch rounds. 3-inch cylinders on the way to make some more mallet heads, and I've even got a 4-inch one just to experiment with to make an absolute beast of a mallet. just to see what happens. Make one for Thor or something. But yeah, so that'll be... I don't know if I'll sell that because I think it'll be snatched up pretty quick. I might do it as like a prize or something. But I will keep one for myself as well.
eBay.
Could eBay it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Whatever. Brenton Alka says, got a new Axminster 400 / 1000 diamond stone and just used it to sharpen the handplane. Works great. It has a slight red / brown discoloration. I'm scared it is rust. Do I clean it? How?
No, that does happen a little bit. It might be rust. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I have noticed it before, but I haven't found it's affected the function, to be honest. Definitely give it a wipe down after use, though. Just dry it off. You don't really want to leave sitting water on there because it can break down the adhesive or something like that. I don't really know, but yeah. Give it a wipe.
Give it a wipe. News on the drill cabinet, says James Taylor.
On the back burner at the moment.
Yeah.
On the back burner. Yeah. The
Picnic bench.
Yeah, picnic bench at the moment. It's still definitely something I'd love to do, but it was a spur of the moment idea that...
As was the mezzanine floor.
Yeah, as was the mezzanine floor. But I think the drill bit cabinet was at a time when we were really struggling for like ideas and like trying to find an avenue to go down. We were trying to find our feet with things.
Yeah.
And I think we were probably just a bit panicked by like, what the hell do we do to make content? It was like, cool, drill bit cabinet, let's start designing it. And then even like Tim Scott came and bought that survey.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
He bought everything for it.
We're sorry, Tim.
We're just
he had to go off.
Yeah, just we jumped into it too quickly. Didn't really think about what we were doing. Still an exciting idea, regardless, but it's not something that's going to be on the horizon.
I mean, if we're in the workshop every weekday for a month, we're probably going to get through a lot of projects.
I'd like to hope so. Yeah. We have had it against us the past couple of days because today we had to wait until 2 o'clock to get to the sawmill, and then yesterday we obviously had to do that other thing to film.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
But next week should be easier.
Next week.
Unless you've got anything else lined up.
No, I'm
you sure?
Free calendar. I'm making sure of it.
That other thing, I know there was another thing. You had an email about another thing. That's not soon?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That'll be a quick one anyway.
Okay, cool.
Won't be anything like we've just done.
No, you sure?
No, definitely. Never again.
I want to get the green screen out again. I don't know what Brian's getting at here, but I'm going to answer him. He says, what is this? This is a live stream on the Matt Estlea channel, largely based around woodwork, but sometimes get distracted talking about food and other things. But we've done quite well today.
That is a sick surname.
Da Vincetti.
It's like Da Vinci.
But Enti.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Is it like when you get a coffee from Costa and it's like you get a Da Vinci or a Da Venti? I'm so funny.
You've lost it.
Yeah, I have. Shut up. I'm hungry. I've only eaten 3 Belvitas today.
You should have gone out and got food.
Yeah. I don't want to queue though.
Speaking of which, give me cash, I need fuel.
Oh yeah. Can't wait for Nando's.
Yeah. Adam Lee says, hi Matt, what is the best surface / finish to look like / feel like sanded wood? No, wait, no, I put the slash in the wrong place. Hi Matt, what is the best surface finish to look / feel like sanded wood?
Any type of oil is a really nice natural finish. This is finished in oil. No, wait, this is Osmo, this, isn't it? We redid it.
Yes.
Well, either or. Oil and wax is definitely the most natural finish you can go for, in my opinion. You feel the nice natural wood grain, protects it nicely. So like boiled linseed and tung oil are quite nice ones. Or just Osmo, to be honest. It's a bit more expensive, but it's got that added wax in it, which helps resist water and such. That's nice. My go-to one. It's nice and natural. It's not plasticky. And it comes in different sheens.
Yeah. If in doubt, Osmo.
Osmo.
Ross McAndrews makes a really good comment. Also, please send out a notification for future live streams so us Aussies can prepare.
Sure thing.
Yes. So we're going to be doing them at 6 p.m. GMT every Friday. So calculate that how you will.
It's not GMT. It's BST. Yeah. See, that's so annoying.
Why did they change it?
Yeah, I had to do a call sort of midway through quarantine with the guys at Kit. I told you about it, and I gave them the time 5 p.m. GMT. What did they do? They did the conversion. They did everything. It was fine their end. They knew what they were going for. I was all prepared. No one turned up. I was like, oh. So I had to wait another hour, which coincided with another thing. Just because we've got this stupid system.
Yeah, but thankfully it wasn't the other way around, where
Yeah.
they were there and you weren't.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. But
Yeah.
oh, it was so annoying. It was so annoying. But yeah, BST at the moment. So 6 p.m. BST is when we'll be going live.
Yes.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. And we will try and put up posts and stuff in the future. We've been a bit rough lately.
Yeah, we were really up to the mark today with getting this one out. But yeah, they'll go on. I'll chuck them on Instagram stories, maybe Facebook, and some
Twitter.
other platforms as well.
Do
Twitter.
a quick Twitter one.
I'll do it on all those platforms.
Yes.
Yeah. It was just challenging this week to try and keep up to date because.
Yeah. I mean, this is only second live stream back.
Second, yeah.
But yeah. Second.
Going well though.
What was your favourite video / series to make? It says Pikachu.
Got a few. Bertha was a really fun one. The bass guitar was definitely up there because that was so good in terms of back and forth with the audience, you guys. That was the first time you guys started insulting my pale legs, actually. And so that's the kind of dynamic we're aiming to recreate again in this Picnic Bench series by keeping you up to date with videos and making sure that you're able to comment before we even start filming the next one, which is why it's so important you comment on those videos and share your thoughts, because genuinely we started filming stuff today and your comments made another change in the design. So I feel like this will probably end up being one of my favourite series we've filmed, just because we're so on top of. We've stepped back, we know what we've done wrong in the past, and we're so on top of what we actually need to include in the video to make it good for you guys, make it enjoyable for us. And
it's currently a win-win, and it's working well.
Yeah, it's working well so far.
And we've only just started.
Yes.
So I think that's a really good sign that we're not already just...
Yeah, and we're not even at the exciting stuff yet.
No.
We've been designing, making templates, and
taking trips.
Yeah, taking trips.
Yeah.
Not even at the fun stuff yet. So
yeah. So let's do let's say last three. I'm going to say. So L Sanders, he's mentioned this a couple of times. He says plans for the school.
I do need to.
Is it still continuing?
Yeah.
And will you continue to add plans on it as well?
Yes.
I guess. Yes.
Yeah. So the school. Obviously we still have left the cabinet project unattended to. I will be getting back to that. Don't worry about it. It's just just a little bit on hold at the moment. I had to wait on getting delivery of certain things. Just on hold. But I will be, in short, I will be addressing it again. I'm hoping like in 2 or 3 weeks. I know I said that probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I promise that project will be finished. We'll be doing the frame and panel door, the traditional drawer, everything like that. The next project, the toolbox, I am going to film the entire thing in advance so you guys aren't in this situation where I post half a series, have a massive gap, and then the second half of the series is posted. Because
you shouldn't have done it just before a pandemic.
Well,
I mean that was clearly in the Mayan calendar.
And then with the dovetail box, I shouldn't have done it before my car stopped working for an entire month.
No, but both of those external factors.
Yeah, so. Yeah, we'll get this. I promise we'll get this cabinet series wrapped up, and then the toolbox series will be a while until it comes out. But when it does come out, I might be able to just release the videos all in one hit. I might give that an experiment actually. I don't think it will give views a good.
No,
it won't actually work.
No, that's a very bad.
No, I'll tell you
idea.
what I would do. I would make them all live on the school.
Yeah.
On the website.
Yeah.
So if you want to do the entire series and binge it, you can look at it on my website. But if you are just watching the school videos on YouTube, then you'll have to wait 2 or 3 days for them to be released.
That's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah, it works better our end that way. A bit more.
And I tell you what, it's some of it's not even about views. When you've got a spamming of 35 videos from a creator, chances are you unsubscribe from them.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if it's temporary, you might forget to subscribe to them as well. Because I've had it quite a few times where, like, a band or an artist suddenly goes, let's release every single track of our album as a single onto YouTube as a separate video, all at the same time, and suddenly my YouTube feed has just gone blank.
Yeah,
it's only then.
Bye-bye.
Instantly unsubscribe. I'm like, well, I'm sure I'll find this somewhere else someday, but for now you've ruined what was...
Just need to drip feed it in, don't you?
Yeah,
drip
the
feed
perfect world.
But yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. I'll wrap up the cabinet series, and then I'll pre-film the toolbox, and then release that as we go.
Yes. Tim Scott 2000, who is back?
Hello, Tim.
Any lumber yard tours coming up?
We just visited Tyler Hardwoods today, and you got a few camera shots of it, didn't you?
I did. They're all in there. Lots of B-roll of that. I mean, it's not much of a tour.
No, but
it's,
it gives you a good vibe of the place, I think. Yeah. Tyler Hardwoods is the first sawmill that I visited, and it's the one I made an absolute fool of myself when I was 16 or 17 years old. Since then, don't get me wrong, the staff are always friendly there, but since then the staff have got uber friendly there. They've opened up a self-selection centre for like hobbyists and things, so it's really easy to just walk in there, pick up a bit of wood, go to the till, buy it. Pandemic aside, it's a really nice sawmill to go to now. And if you want big pieces, they got it. If you want little pieces, they got it as well. So Tyler Hardwoods is really good. I know as a result of this, people will ask, where do you actually buy wood, or where's a sawmill close to this area? On my website. Go there, go on the blog. There's a blog post on where to buy wood in the UK, and it's a big old map with lots of pinpoints on places to buy hardwood and stuff like that. So
nice,
yeah,
nice. Okay, so I've seen just a few more quick questions. Epoxy Vis, Epoxy Vat says, Rob, what do you use to edit your videos? I use Final Cut Pro. Adobe's great. Matt uses Adobe, but I personally prefer Final Cut because I'm an Apple person. I hate to say it. I used to dislike them, but Apple all the way. Designer Make says, do you still use Surrey timbers?
I mean, yes. I don't buy wood that often. If I wanted a really nice, exotic, one-of-a-kind piece, yes, I would use Surrey timbers. I wouldn't go anywhere else for it.
Yeah.
I can't think of anywhere off the top of my head that would do that.
Otherwise, literally, he has more than enough wood to keep him going for the next year or so. And yet he keeps buying stuff. I'm sure I spotted a piece of wood outside the front door that wasn't there before. That is new! You're shocking.
So they might have got a delivery of loads of elm at Rikerwood the other day, and...
Did you steal it?
No! I didn't steal it. They were willingly throwing it away, because if you look at it, it's absolutely filled with worms.
So why did you take it?
Because it's free wood, Rob. No, I figured that bit out there would be really good for turning, because it's like 5-inch...
Okay.
You can make a nice vase out of it.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen the other piece I've got.
Is it not here?
Nope, it's at home. It weighs about the same weight as a human being, I reckon. It's about this big.
What?
This wide, and about that thick.
Is it lignum vitae?
No, it is elm still.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute monster. I scraped out of the paint on the back of my car trying to get it in the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, you put it in, you just see the car like... Poof,
you just can't stop yourself.
It's if you ever want to find my house, just drive around central Reading for a little bit and look for the one with loads of elms stacked out the front. That's
Is that
my
really
house.
what,
It's literally
currently?
just leaned against the front of my
God.
house. Yeah.
I'm surprised. Well, actually, no one's going to nick wood. Who cares?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you couldn't make a runner with it.
No.
They could have started running this morning, and I would catch them up if I went home now.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Right. Shall we call it there?
We should probably wrap up.
I think we should.
Thank you for all the questions we've got in this series. We've reached a peak of 344 viewers, which is essentially double.
That is insane.
Normally.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so thank you to each and every one of you who have turned up here. It is awesome that you guys are interested in this. And, we'll be doing this weekly, 6 p.m. Fridays GMT. That is 6 p.m. GMT.
Nope.
BST, sorry.
Wow.
BST.
Wow. Yes. Speaking of which, the outro does still say Thursday, 7 p.m, probably GMT. Ignore that. I'm hoping to put a little crappy overlay over the top of that to hide it. But, yes. Fridays, this time, minus 2 hours is when we started.
Yeah, I've just confirmed it in the chat. So, and it's not always a Q&A like this. We have got this mobile setup now. Not that we've used it to its full potential in this one. But
this is only second live stream.
Yeah, it's fine. But we'll be doing a mixture of Q&As. We'll be doing a mixture of demos and stuff in the upcoming weeks. Of course, if you aren't able to make the live streams, you can watch it on Catch Up as well. It's always there on YouTube. We have a separate playlist with all the live streams that you can go to. But for the best experience, turn up live.
Yes,
6
be here
p.m.
live.
BST Fridays.
Indeed. Send us messages. And big thank you to everyone who also sent super chat messages as well. That is incredibly helpful for us to keep on doing this sort of stuff.
Yes, very kind indeed. Very kind. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Alrighty.
Shall we wrap it up there?
Yeah, have a smashing weekend, everyone.
Indeed.
And we will see you next week. Or, in fact, look out for the new video coming out this weekend, hopefully. And, yeah, we'll see you next week, Friday, 6 p.m. BST,
Yes.
for the next week's live stream.
Indeed.
Have a
We
good
shall
one.
see you then. Missed it. Thank you, Tim Scott, for the £3.99 cider fund. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh.
And I promise I will read out every super chat while the outro still goes, and I'll reset it every time. Oh, £2, Chris Price, we're back. Have a good weekend, guys.
Legend.
You have a good
Thank
guy
you.
as well. Good guy. Good
guy.
weekend. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Take 3.